Hi everybody, welcome to Aikidoflow. Now, today, we're gonna be looking at the top 3 most useless Aikido techniques. Let's have a look at this. Now, I don't see really everything as useless, okay? But there are techniques which I wouldn't use in a street fight because they're too long-winded. In certain scenarios, they wouldn't necessarily work. But they might work well in other scenarios, I don't know. But we're gonna have a look at techniques which I wouldn't use in a street fight because they're pretty much useless in that scenario. Useless technique number 1. Okay, I say it's useless, but I don't think it's useless, but I wouldn't use it in a street fight because it's too long-winded, it's too hard to get anybody into that technique. Now, first technique here, Shio-nage. Okay, so this technique often practiced from Yokomen. So someone comes, you absorb here. Now what it is, I'm taking the arm here, I'm breaking his balance, coming underneath here, and I'm quick turn here, taking him down, okay? Looks great, feels great when I do it, but I question how good would that be in a street fight. You know, in our previous videos, we did one which is a much quicker, shorter version of it, which works so much better. And that's why you need to experiment, because you find these things out. So I wouldn't use that technique in a street fight at all. Useless technique number 2, okay? Aikido toshi, which is a knee drop, okay? You go over the person's knee, you're breaking their balance, you're taking them down, okay? So what it is here. You come here, I'm stepping out here, taking them off balance, and I'm pushing their knee down and stepping through, which takes them off, okay? In a street fight, if I'm gonna go down there, boom, I'm going here and I'm just taking you out. Or I'm going here, boom, I'm taking you up here. I'm not gonna mess around with some, business here trying to roll the knee and push you down. I ain't messing around with that because if I do that, he's gonna clock me on my head. Now that might work well if I'm on the floor or something and I'm getting kicked by some people that want to manage to come out, grab its leg, twist it and take it down. It might work. But on a street fight, I ain't messing with that. This is useless technique number 3. Okay, now, Jujigami. It's a cross-arm throw, okay? What it is, now the problem with this technique is that I've never thought, how do you kind of get someone into this technique? It's basically like here, a cross-arm throw here, okay? And you're crossing the arm, and you're throwing the person here. Oh, sorry, I felt a bone crack there. You're throwing the person here. Now, it's a lethal technique, you're throwing someone here, they have to roll over, land with no arms, because you've got their arms, okay? But how do you get into that technique, especially in a street fight, If the only way I can think of, he punches here, and I trap this hand, and he punches here again. But, by this time, for me to hold on to this hand here, he pulls it out, and then boom, clocks me again. I ain't messing with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wasting my time with that. You mean if I have to do something, it's gonna be something totally different. If I'm a street fight, my technique's gonna be more direct, less long-winded, come on, seriously. When am I gonna be able to do this in a street fight? Works well in practice, but in theory, nah. I ain't using that, you know what I'm saying? I might use this if I've got an itch and I want him to scratch my belly or something like that, but that's about it. I ain't gonna use that in a street fight. There's so many different martial arts out there, but no martial art is actually perfect. Even as much as I love Aikido, it does have its flaws. And that's why in Aikidoflow, we like to kind of experiment with them flaws. And, after training, you'll realize what works well and what doesn't work well. So you don't want to get caught in a street fight and try and do something that doesn't work. So emphasis is practice. What do you practice? Try and make your scenarios as real as possible. Then you'll find out what's effective and what's not. Take care.
I should say, this has been taught to us by from David.